The words the latest poll numbers show are familiar ones to voters in an election year. And MSU Associate Political Science Professor Matt Grossman says these polls are usually pretty accurate at this point in the year.
Late in the campaign, a candidate with a lead of 3 or 4 percentage points in multiple polls by this point is quite likely to win the election.
According to Epic MRA, a polling service based in Lansing, Governor Snyder leads by 8 percentage points over Democratic challenger Mark Schauer. The polls also show Congressman Gary Peters having an 11-point lead over Republican challenger Terry Lynn Land. This survey was completed via a live caller interview, but Epic MRA says poll results differ with other methods.
Other surveys using an automated telephone response technique have shown a closer margin.
The popularity of cell phones has not helped the accuracy of these polls.
It's very, very difficult to pinpoint jurisdiction.
Now, Kavanaugh says the reason it's difficult to pinpoint is because a person can live in one city but have an area code from another. For example, I live here in East Lansing, area code 517, but my cell phone is area code 269 from Southwest Michigan.
It tremendously increases the cost of administering interviews because you spend that much more time finding someone who's qualified to respond.
We did, for example, see some problems in 2008 and some more in 2012, some real differences between pollsters who were not calling cell phones.
And as far as political bias goes, Epic MRA co-founder John Kavanaugh says it simply would not be a smart business decision to let any political bias skew the results.
We didn't keep our doors open over 20 years by tossing out wishful thinking.
But for those undercounted populations, there is a process known as overweighting, which means their responses would be counted by 1.5 or 2% more.
That can raise all sorts of problems if those people aren't representative of the people that we're trying to reach.
Grossman says most polls typically try to get 1,000 responses. For Focal Point, I'm Aaron Jordan.